These are just a few of my fantails. The weather's terrible at the moment. We've got rain, we've got mud everywhere, so I've just put them in to show them you. And what I'm looking at today is using sprouted grain for fantails. I've been doing this for some time now. They really enjoy it, and the important thing is the difference between the nutritional value, and this is of particular importance in the winter, of dry grain and sprouted grain. I'll give them both. No doubt they'll go for both, they're hungry, but you'll see that. Go on, Bobby, go for the dry grain. The difference between the grains is this: when a grain is dry, basically it's dormant and the enzyme activity is very low. When the grain is sprouted, or in fact soaked, the enzyme activity becomes intense and it changes the nutrients in that grain. So you've got higher protein, better minerals, much higher levels of vitamins, particularly C, A and E, and you've also got improvements in the quality of the fats and increased fats. So you're looking at a much more nutritionally suitable grain for pigeons. In fact, I don't really like feeding grain. I'd rather they ate wild food, but in the winter there's no possibility, even though they're free ranging. So as you can see, the choice is the sprouted grain. First day we put them in water overnight, so that gives them 24 hours soaking, and then every day after that we rinse them through with water, and we use these buckets, which are really useful. They were organic olive buckets, which we got from the shop, and we drilled holes in one of them so we make them into pairs, and then we can easily rinse them through. Yeah, they prefer it. They instinctively seem to know what's good for them. This grain that I'm sprouting at the moment is a mixture of triticale, which is an old form of wheat, which was first produced in Scotland in the 19th century. It's a mixture between rye and wheat. It's got a much higher protein level. Then I've got some wheat in there, but the very important protein for the pigeons is found in the legumes in there, which are vetch and peas. They love those. This is obviously, because I'm organic, this is a organic grain, certified organic grain, which I buy direct from an organic dairy and arable farmer. The sprouting takes place over 7 days. With my wheat and triticale, which I also sprout, I usually only sprout them for about 4 days, but with the legumes you need to sprout longer, and you also need to watch the levels of water on the first day, because the legumes, the peas and the vetch, take in a great deal of water. I'll put the information about how and what to sprout both in my blog, and I'll put some details down below the film. And the other thing you need to remember in the winter is to keep their vitamins up with some fresh greenery. Mine love broccoli. I also give them lettuce. This one here is Swiss chard and Chinese leaf, and I just bunch them up with some elastic bands, and they can just peck at them when they want. They're particularly keen on broccoli, and that's a really good nutritious food for them. Oh, these are organic, by the way. I either grow them myself, or I get them, they're just rejects from a local organic shop. They just save them for me, which is really useful. So it's an idea for you to get in contact with a nearby shop or farmer and ask them to keep these for you.